Hello, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Very happy to have Kish on the channel today. For the longest time, I've been dying to have a 27 North adventure van on the channel. He has one and he lives local to me. Today we got together and he's gonna give you a tour, so join us.
Hey Patrick, thanks for having me on the channel. My wife and I have been looking for a camper van for about 1.5 years now, and we've been researching what's out there on the market. And we came across 27 North, and we really liked the design, the layout, and the build quality that they have. And that's why we decided to go with the 27 North Venture 170 adventure van. Starting off with the chassis itself, this is a Mercedes 170 non-extended. This is the 2024 model, so it's the all-wheel drive with the 4-cylinder twin-turbo high-output engine, 9-speed transmission. 27 North has upgraded the suspension on this vehicle to the Agile Off-Road Rip Kit, as you can see there, as well as a set of Black Rhino wheels with the BF Goodrich KO2 tires. Additionally, here on the front, they've also added the Backwoods Adventure Mods front bumper, along with a Rough Country 9,500-pound winch, and the Pathfinder lights that's both on the bottom of the bumper as well as on this bull bar up here. And up top you can see that there is a light bar as well as these pod lights off the hood here. As we go around here, you can see there's the Backwoods Adventure Mods roof rack as well. I think that's the Drifter roof rack. And then we've got a running board here. So over here we've got a smart plug, 30 amp service. We've got a city water fill and tank fill, as well as the electric dump for the gray tank. This vehicle has 30-gallon freshwater tank and a 25-gallon gray tank. And as we're going around, you can also see that it has a cassette toilet. So the way this works is that we're going to access the cassette from over here, and you simply just pull this cassette out, and you can empty it at any waste station or just any sort of bathroom as well. So it's really easy. It just snaps back in there. So if you look up at the roof rack, you'll see a V-boost antenna. There's lights on both sides of the roof rack. And up top, we have 450 watts of solar, a max air fan, the Dometic RTX 2000 12-volt AC, as well as Starlink. So as we come around here, again, you can see it's got the Backwoods Adventure Mods rear bumper. It's got the factory tow hitch. And then it's got the Owl Vans tire and tire carrier with ladder, as well as the Owl large box with the B2 carrier. And then up top, we've also got a backup camera and another light for the rear. So let's open the rear. You can see we've got a garage space in here. We've got the Starlink all connected up in there. We just got this vehicle a couple of weeks ago, so we're still going through organizing everything. It's a bit of a mess still. And back in here, you got access to the rear bath. What's nice about this bathroom is that you can use it from the inside, so you can access it from back here, as well as from the inside. There's another Nautilus self-cleaning door there. And here's the 10-foot cassette, as well as the full shower wet bath. They finished the floor all the way back to here, and it's also insulated throughout. And this is light ply that's laminated on all sides. All right, if we come around here, you can see there's speakers outdoor. There's actually 2 of them. One's behind the sliding door here. Those are connected to the Wet Sounds sound system that's on the inside that we'll show you when we get inside. And also up on the roof rack, you'll see the other light, as well as the Fiamma F45 awning that's power retractable. So if you look down here, you'll see that they integrated the Mercedes parking sensors, blind spot sensors into the Backwoods bumper. It's got spotlight down here, and it's also got a solar input port over here if you want to add additional solar capacity. For ventilation, it's a full window van. These windows have been added by 27 North. You can see as I close the door here, and it's electric sliding door. It's got the window that you can open over there on that side. And then the full running board, the full length of the passenger door as well as the sliding door. So now we're going to head in and I'll show you the layout of the interior here. But want to point out this the bog wall insect screen here that zips up on both sides. You roll it up and it's magnetic in the center. So let's go on in. So the first thing I want to point out is how open this floor plan is. It's really important to us because my wife and I, we got this van to travel across the country with our dog. She's a large Labrador, so we really wanted to have all of this space so that she can be comfortable and walk around when she's inside the van. So let me tell you about the layout in here. We've got the front seats that swivel, of course. We've got the kitchen area here, the microwave induction cooktop. We got a lounge area over there that converts into the bed. And then, of course, back there we have the bathroom. Now that you know the layout, let me talk a little bit more detail about starting with the chassis. So this is, again, the 2024 Mercedes all-wheel drive chassis. It's got the 10-inch screen. It's got heated seats, memory. It's got the leather-wrapped steering wheel. And you can see we've got the switches down there for all the lighting that you saw on the outside. And we've added this Navidoc Overlander mount here, which will allow us to mount all of our phones, iPads, GPS, etc. onto this using RAM mounts. And then 27 North did a great job, re-wrapping the Mercedes seats with this catskin leather material. It's very comfortable, and we really love the way it looks as well. And you also have a lagoon mount up here, so this is a great place to work from. So when we're on the road and I'm working, I can sit here and work while my wife is sitting back there and watching TV. We've also added Van Essential window covers here. So this one on the sliding door window, and we have other window covers that will cover up the front cab windows as well. As we look up at the roof, you'll notice that this is a somewhat unique way of doing the roof. They've got this laminate backing, and then they've added the wood strips on top of that and embedded the LED lighting that's fully dimmable into the roof here, as well as LED lighting under the counters here as well. So for heating and cooling, for heat, we have the S-Bar D2 heater here, which comes out from under the passenger seat. And we also have a Max Air fan here for exhaust, as well as down here we have the AC, the 12-volt Dometic RTX 2000. So moving on to the kitchen, we have the Greystone 2-burner induction cooktop here. We have a Greystone microwave, and we have access to power here, so 110 as well as USB A and C here. And then we have drawers of various depths. As I mentioned, we're still kind of in the process of setting up this one, so things aren't kind of fully organized, but you can see there's various different depths. And these cabinets, I really like the positive lock on these, and as well as the fact that they're really solidly built, fully laminated cabinets. And then behind here is where we're going to store the additional partition for our bed, which I'll show you later, as well as this lagoon table. It's also where we store all of the window covers as well when you're not using them. Moving out over here, we really love this fridge, and this is one of the things that stood out to us in the 27 North build. They're using the isotherm fridge with the freezer here. So we've used this on the one trip that we've been so far, and we really been happy with it. We can fit a lot of food into this fridge. So next cabinet over is under the sink here. There's more storage. There's also a water filter in there, so we can have drinkable water out of the faucet. And there's also this electric dump valve, which will dump the gray water tank out the side of the van. So that's really convenient. And then up here we have a nice deep sink. We've got all the strainer, the drying rack, everything in there. We've got a residential style faucet here. And then as you can see on the back here, we've got these aluminum panels here. They're really easy to clean. And then we have these sort of fitted blinds in here that are very convenient to use as well. Moving up here, we've got, again, cabinets with really positive lock on gas struts. So these are, again, very, very easy to use and really solidly built. Also on the roof here are two speakers for this wet sound system. So we have the two outside speakers and we have these two internal speakers as well for the sound system. So over here we have the control system for the wet sound stereo. It is Sirius XM as well as it has Bluetooth. And then here we have the screen for the Victron Turbo GX system that tells us all the status of our electrical system. We've got the dimmable lights for the ceiling lights, under cabinet lights, water pump switch, and all the exterior lights as well. You've got the analog sensors, which I really like for the gray tank and the freshwater tank. Right now everything's winterized, so they're both empty. And we also have the control for the Fiamma awning to be able to extend it and retract it. Now, over on this side, 27 North did a great job putting in the soft-sided roof lockers. So these nets simply extend out and you can remove them, and then we can put in anything that's kind of bulky that might need more space. So we put our bedding in here for now. And we also have a Insignia smart TV that's on a swivel stand. It has all of the apps already preloaded onto it, and it connects up to the Wi-Fi system. So what we really like here is that obviously this is really open space here. That's great for our dog, but we also have incorporated a lot of storage space down in here. So we have these sort of felt bins with her leashes, bowls, other things like all the stuff that we use for, maybe needing to clean the van, any other things that we need to quickly grab, we can put in here. You can also use it as a shoe storage if you want. So let's talk about some of the systems in the van here, starting off on this side with the electrical system. So let's pull these down. And we open up this box here. This is where we have all of the batteries under here and the Victron Multiplus 2 inverter here. We've got our cutoffs here, and down in here we also have access to all of the wiring. Yeah, I really like the neat job that 27 North did in here and labeled really well, easy for me to understand. So this is the 3000 watt Victron Multiplus 2. It's hooked up to 3 Lithionics 320 amp power batteries, so a total of 900 plus amp hours of battery system. And then on the roof again, as we talked about, we've got 450 watts of solar that's helping to charge that, as well as of course charging when the vehicle is running through the alternator. And of course if you're at a campsite, you can plug into shore power as well through the smart plug. So down here you can see the Lithionics batteries down in here. You can see the blue lights on each one of the batteries. There's 3 of them down in there. We've got these circuit breakers as well as the full circuit breaker setup in here in this Furrion system. So we've got our AC breakers, DC, and then this is the MPPT for the solar. One thing you might have noticed down here is that there's a carbon monoxide sensor down here. There's also a smoke detector up on the roof, as well as a fire extinguisher down there under the passenger seat. Our 27 North is RVIA certified, so these are some of the things that they require to have in the vehicle. So over here we have these 2 lagoon tables, which are really convenient. It's great to set up for dining or even just working. or just, you know, lounging. And then under this side, we are going to have access to all of our water system. So same thing over here on this box. We've got access to our 30-gallon fresh water tank. We've got a 2.5-gallon Bosch water heater in here. Right now everything's winterized, so we don't have any of this turned on. But you can see everything is very clearly laid out, very clearly labeled, and you know, it's a nice clean installation in here. This is also on a gas strut, so it makes it really easy to open and close this. And I like the fact that they've kind of laminated all sides of these boxes. They've done a really good job on the woodwork here. So let me show you one of these windows. So the windows on these both sides on the rear here can be opened. So you just pull this tab back and pull this out. There's also a built-in screen here if you want to just leave it open to guard against bugs. So really nice, you know, to get some air flowing through the vehicle here when it's cooler out. And we also have a 12-volt fan here, so that's also really nice. You know, when it's not hot enough to require the AC to run, you can open these windows up, get a cross breeze going, get the fan on, and it was really comfortable in here. So let me tell you how the bed works. So these two tables can come off of these mounts, and they flip up and fit into the grooves that are in here. There's an extra piece back behind the driver's seat that also fits in to complete it, the platform. And then these cushions go back on top of that to form a queen size bed. Next, let me show you this cabinet that's back here. We're still not sure how we're gonna use it and organize it, but last time we used it to put our clothes in. And lastly, I'm gonna show you the rear bath here. So open up this knotless door. And this is the wet bath with the cassette toilet, the shower. And we love the fact that it's got doors on both sides so you can pass through. If we wanted to load something long in here, we can still do that and access it from both sides. 27 North does have dealers throughout the country. I did buy this unit factory direct from them, but they do operate through dealers.
So they sell you the van and the conversion as a complete package? Correct,
yeah. They're a full-scale manufacturer of adventure vans as well as adventure expedition vehicles. So they buy these vehicles from Mercedes and they upfit them, and they do all the upfitting and sell it to you as is.
Great, and it's RVAA certified, so it's an RV, so you could get an RV loan up to 20 years.
Yep.
You can get RV insurance.
Yep, exactly.
It's in JD Power for like trade amounts, so if you want to trade it in for something else, there's a trade value. Yep. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Let me just run down the systems once again. Mm-hmm. This is a 2024 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter 170-inch wheelbase chassis, all-wheel drive. Mm-hmm. It's got the 9-speed transmission, 4-cylinder, high-output twin-turbo diesel engine. Mm-hmm. You got over 200 horsepower, I think it's like 205, 332 foot-pounds of torque. This is an incredible platform.
All right.
I like the fact that you have a portable compressor, so you can air down the tires. Yeah. You have a way to pump them back up. And that inverter, that 3,000 watt inverter, will run microwave, run an air compressor, run a lot of things in here. And then you have the same 3 Lithionics batteries that I have in my Airstream.
Right.
I could run my air conditioning all night long. This is a little bit more efficient than my air conditioning because this is 12 volt.
Right.
If you run this on eco mode, I think you could run it for like 36, maybe even more with the amount of batteries you have.
Right.
But those Lithionics batteries are not only UL listed and tested, but they're incredible capacity.
Right.
You have 12,000 watt hours of lithium, and you could really go off the grid for a long period of time.
Exactly.
Any other information you want to give our viewers about like the buying process, how it all works?
Yeah, so the buying process, one of the things that we really liked about 27 North was that they were really engaged with us, unlike other sort of dealers that we worked with. They really answer a lot of questions. I had a ton of questions. I've been researching buying a van for 18 months, so I had a lot of questions. I watched tons of videos, and they answered all of my questions, satisfactorily. They gave me lots of information about the Lithionics system, which was a key part of kind of my decision to buy this van. So a great buying experience from 27 North, and I know the dealers that they work with are also really great as well. So. And
are you a weekend warrior? Are you going to go full time in this thing? What's going to be your use?
Yeah, we're not going to go full time, but the plan is I work remote, and so the plan is to do some sort of weekend or week-long trips, starting off in the Northeast area, but then towards the end of the summer we're planning to go out west, and that's probably going to be sort of a month or two kind of trip, going out west and heading back. So that's kind of the use case that we have for it, which is why also it was important for me to get the Starlink on the van as well, so I could work from the road.
Well, I'll make sure I put a link in the description so our viewers could follow your journeys.
Sure.
I'll also put information in the description for the manufacturer, so if our viewers want to pop over to the website and build one themselves and price one out, they can.
Yeah.
Well, this is Patrick with New Jersey's Outdoor Adventures YouTube channel. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.